I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Hall on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So we get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers, and of course coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, his throw incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down to the 11. A big big play there for Detroit.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 17 carries, 62 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw. Hall steps away to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Hall on 1st down. Flush to his right. Stays on his feet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Refusing to go down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
A chance for us to look at the Lions defense again. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a first and goal.
Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Packers get a score closer. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult, because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Lions to take over. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Swift. Fighting him off. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Get exercise earlier.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They no need to.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That's some good hard running there. Pushes way forward for about 5.
Let's go.
Nice, tough run inside.
Hey, let's go. Get Rodgers and the pack off the field. Let's go.
Don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
Oh, no. Sit down, boy. Sit down, boy. Yeah, boy. He's not going nowhere.
The line of scrimmage.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great
Let's
job
go.
picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Screen. Screen worked. Oh, come on.
This up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Y'all try to do the screens. Okay.
It looks like they're going to utilize them out of the backfield any way they can.
Not funny.
At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Good night. Not doing that.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind.
Oh, no. I knew it.
It's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up
I knew about to do that.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends.
Eh.
They want to run the football.
What a rip off.
He gets strung out on the perimeter.
What a rip off. Come on.
Alright, let's go on for a second.
Get down.
Another shot for Jones.
Sit down, boy. Sit down, boy.
Better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Picked off. Ah!
Complete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set.
You go good. Let's go.
Over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
They can't go down.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking.
Going deep. He going deep. Hey, wide open. Get off me, boy. Let's go.
A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
How do you keep missing extra points?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your
Come on, get him off the field.
Goes.
Incomplete. Let's go.
Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating.
The floor is lava.
All right, let's go.
And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Okay, let's get it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get them off the field. Get them off the field.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Ah! Ah, get him on. Ah.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 52 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Rodgers.
Ah, man.
Complete. This is Lewis.
Oh.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And when he made that catch for a first down, the first thing that broke into my mind, respect. He's still at it in a really demanding position. Broke into the NFL in 2006 and is still highly productive.
And he sneaks his way forward.
Let's go. Don't be dancing now. Let's go. Let's go.
Defensively, we always know
Get them out off the field.
Run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what
Get them off the field. Get them off the field. We just go. We got them off the field. Oh, let's start. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, crap. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Throws it up there. He caught it. No. Ah, Devontae. Nope. Oh, Randall Cobb.
32 yards. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just shove receivers, find an open patch of grass, and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
Good way to stop them, boy.
Exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Come on.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
No way, Jose.
Field, but it's incomplete.
Blitz. Playing the blitz. Yeah. Bring that blitz.
Receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Let's go.
Incomplete.
And based on my math,
Take the 3. Yup. Make it 10.
in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll try it now with Swift. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah, we got the first.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Hall looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Spinning away. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6.
Let's go. Touchdown. Detroit.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push.
Get him off the field. Get him off the field. Let's go.
You never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Let's go.
Punter, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24.
Let's go. All the way.
To the races, down the right side.
Hey, right up the middle.
Down, Detroit. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So his
let's go.
Return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt
kick the ball.
Touchdown,
kick the ball.
Let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Let's go.
And this will not be
Quiet.
returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And he's outside, able to take this one up to the 35.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Being chased out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Get the frick out of here.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Mac Jones, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Saquon Barkley, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
I got to pay this one bill for the system.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Room to run past midfield and finally brought down at the 43.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much the quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Just beat it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Cobb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Charles Harris, his 2nd sack of the night.
You crazy as a mother, you making that. Not making that.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hall
now to throw on second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Gets past one man. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Ball rolling out right. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw it is Hall. On third down. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Yes, sir!
Man, it's caught for a Lion touchdown.
St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A first down catch for Ahallamazing has turned out to be a personal favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's carved out a nice role in this Packers receiver rotation.
Now on first down. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we're talking about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a third down. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at about the 14. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Hall throwing on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
And they have been able to shut him down, at least as of late. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to that and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
62 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
Guys, man, complete. And for the Lions, touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Patterson now for the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's complete downs. And he's going to have the Packers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Devontae Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18. Tied for 2nd in receptions. 5th in receiving yards. And it all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Open man, here he's come. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense is quicker.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Lions now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And just shutting him off there. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they... And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
That's picked off. That is picked off.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Throwing to start the drive. Hall buying time to his left. A beautiful, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. How about that? Their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Packers get set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call. Because one play drive is an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Kyle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have kept it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
And 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
He'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They can't tackle it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Hall on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play. He took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. On 2nd and very short, Rodgers, he finds his man, complete. It's Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
again, it's Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, man, that's Lazard. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teeth.
And he'll take this one in for the Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Crosby with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached a point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
This time I said, I'm catching this one.
One-handed. Oh, he pulled it in. Touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple. Second down and 8. Back to throw. Rodgers. He's got Lewis. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He'll look to set up his blockers. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Lions will take over.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Hall. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And complete to Lewis over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Dancing to his left. Rodgers sliding to his stop with a first down. To victory, and the defensive guys guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Garden. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's ice cream.
What email is that?
Meyer Hall 17. What the heck? Who talking about? Who is serious talking about freaking seafood? Like, get the heck out of here.
What else did he say?
In your email? Huh? In your email?
Yeah.
Hold up.
He goes, oh, yeah, me.
I was
What?
looking at it, but now I am.
Yeah, she was.
No, I was. You know how you just wait. What?
Oh, okay, you don't have to look at it.
Too late. Now I see. Now I see what's up now. I see what's on her now. Geico. 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 Dang, 3 times. Dang, babe.
Hold up, wait a minute.
I got Geico popped up 3 times. You know that? Man, you got one more application. Not the second part.